and it is peak week, and I am sick and fucking tired of working out. Today is Monday, 25th of August. It is peak week, and I am sick and fucking tired of working out. That's it. I've got to swim 2.5k in the pool. We're going to be in the wetsuit for the first time. I'm just going to get this shit done, get the workout done, work on, I'll see what I feel like. I'll probably do a warm-up and then get into kind of 100-meter sets, just working on technique, but at kind of 8 or 9 intensity, and then probably like a 400-meter set, and I can maybe never make a 600-meter set. And just make sure that I'm comfortable in the wetsuit, which I'll show you when I get to the pool. Actually, fuck it. I'll show you now. 1 second. So, now I've actually unfurled that. This is the... Oh, fuck it, I'll move the chair. This is the Zone 3 Vision wetsuit. To be honest, it's actually kind of awesome. I've done one test in the ocean with this. I didn't film. We're going to film later, and there was this week my first proper ocean workout of 1,900 meters as a time trial. But yeah, this is the Zone Vision wetsuit, and to be honest, I really like it. It fits great in the shoulders, nice and thin at the top, good buoyancy, but I haven't tested it for any kind of wear or rubbing around the neck, so that's what today's workout is for. And yeah, I'm just going to go get this done, so I'll see you at the pool. So first thing, the wetsuit feels kind of heavy, heavy around my shoulders. I do get tight shoulders early on in the swim as I kind of get warmed up and get through and into it, so it does take me a bit of time, but of course it's going to be restrictive. I've done that trick where you pull up your sleeve as far as you can along, so you get all the rolls in your shoulders. Obviously you want the rotation and movement in the shoulders, so it might just take some getting used to, I think, probably, frankly. And my hope is that I'll get used to it as the session goes. Then on Friday we'll do our first open water time trial in the sea, so yeah, just adjustment periods. But for now we're going to do one more warm-up set and then settle into some proper working sets. Oh, my days. Physically, I'm good, but mentally I'm just so shot to pieces. Like I'm so over the training. I went into this session just I'm just tired. I'm so tired, and I know I have a cliff mentally where I'm just like, I just can't function. I don't function. I know what it's like. I do 3 months on, 1 week, 2 weeks off, and it's getting to the point where physically I know I'm good. Like, the swim today was fine. My mind, like, the wetsuit felt tight. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't settle. I didn't want to fucking be in the pool. And, you know, I'm being, like, my mind is not beating me, because I'm still fucking training. I'm still doing great. Like, on Saturday, I did my longest ever brick session. It was an 80k cycle. And an 8k run on the back of that, and the run was really strong. Like I was cruising my way out, and I wasn't trying too hard, but I was like, you know, I was cruising at 510s, 515s, 520s for after an 80k cycle, and you know, and 7k into that run, like I just felt good. Like I came up a steep hill, my calf was good, I wasn't cramping, I had some tightness I managed to massage out, and so like physically I know I'm in a good place, but mentally I just want to fucking fall apart. I'm just so tired of training, of just swimming and cycling and running and fucking the same shit day after day. And I don't know how people do a full Ironman for 7, 8, 9 months. I mean, I'm 4 months in, and I'm so over it. But yeah, I need to get to a place mentally where I realise that I have to try and I get to do this. I need to enjoy this, and like my body's in a good place, and and there's 3 weeks left, and it's gonna, you know, this is the challenge. This is where it matters. This is peak week, so this is where it counts. Yeah, so I'm glad that's done. That was 2,500 meters in the pool, in the wetsuit. The wetsuit felt tight, it still feels tight, but my last working set there was 1,000 meters. I'll bring the sets up on the screen. Started with some warm-up sets, nice and smooth, nice and fast, and then I settled into, at the end I was like, fuck it, I need to relax. I need to learn to relax in the wetsuit and breathe properly and cruise. I did 1,000 meters as slow as I could, just slowly, like trying to mimic what it would feel like to be in the water and panicky. So I was trying to really focus on my breathing, really minimize my kick effort, and really focus on only pulling, really putting my arm effort through, you know, as I'm pulling past, from the catch to the pull past the waist. So yeah, so everything's fine, everything's good. I'm just tired, you know, and I signed up for this, and I want this. I'm not going to quit. I just need to settle down and realize that my body can handle it at the moment, and that's what matters. And do a little bit of leg work in the gym, rehab on that calf and those Achilles and just that lower body. And yeah, we'll eat a big lasagna for lunch because I need that. So, all right, enough waffling on for now. I'm gonna run some errands first, and then I'll catch you in a bit. Welcome to post-gym lunch. This monstrosity is pasta, about 150 grams of spiral pasta, 1 tin of tuna, bunch of mayo, salt, pepper, and then cheese. This is purely a macro meal, carbs, protein, and fat. So for those interested in what I have in my pre-workout, this is a pre-bike interval workout. In here on the bike, we have 550 mils of liquid. That is 1 scoop of what is essentially sports fuel, which is a mixture of carbs, amino acids, and then some really kind of basic magnesium, potassium, and sodium mixture in that one. And then I supplement that with a much higher electrolyte count. So in here is a lot more magnesium and potassium, mainly for kind of really good muscles contraction, relax my muscles, and ensure that the carbs go to the right place. And then in here we have about 700 mils of water with at the moment a single precision hydration tablet. So these are what they have on course at the Ironman 70.3 in liquid version. So I'm getting my stomach used to each of these tablets. And one of these tablets is, one tablet is 750 milligrams of sodium. I'm going to need probably about 1,000 per hour. So between these two is enough sodium I need for this 1 hour workout. I've just been testing my gut on carbs and sodium and water intake, which is looking at about 1 litre per hour or 250 millilitres every 15 minutes. So yeah, anyhow, that's carbs, sodium, electrolytes, mixture ready. Now let's go get on with the workout. Okay, time for an interval bike session. So we have got 5 times 2 minutes at basically as hard as I possibly can, 5 times 1 minute 30, and then 5 times 1 minute. Each was slightly increasing effort amounts, but it's just going to go from hard to harder to hardest, but it's just going to be hard for the whole session. So that's what we're on the bike for today. I've just shown you my carbs for the session and my sodium, my liquids for the session. So again, more practice, getting my gut ready to basically take on the challenge and get used to that. And then straight after this interval session, we're going to basically just do a 2K run, practicing what heavy legs feels like, getting into a run, settling my heart rate, getting my cadence right, and just working even more on, you know, getting used to that kind of brick-esque approach from bike into run. So Yes, that is the session today. And then later on, we've got another gym session, upper gym session, which, you know, in this peak week, I'm really just trying to dial in my efforts, my nutrition, my focus, and just make this week as best as I possibly can, because it's just so important to basically get over the injury as best I can, get some confidence, go out, continue basically hammering this week, hammering the distances, and then, yeah, it will pay off come, well, just under 3 weeks time now. So let's get into the session. I'll film a little bit for you, and then, yeah, we'll see how this one goes. So we're halfway through the 10k run this morning. It is Wednesday 27th of August, and yeah, I'm doing 10k. I'm going to call it a tempo workout, but it's we're running about 5:15 per kilometer, so nothing that crazy. And I haven't done like an only run session for 6-7 weeks now. A lot of small brick runs, a 2k, a 4k, a 6k and an 8k on Saturday, brick runs. This is my first 10k out and out run, and I'm just going to get my legs moving. You would have seen a quite an intense interval session yesterday. My legs feel like lead today, so yeah, I'm just basically practicing what it feels like to have legs that just feel tired, and that's why we're out here. So yeah, so we're 5k in halfway. I've just stopped at the beach just down the road from where I live, over here in Ocean Shores in South Golden. Yeah, and now I'm going to head home, and yeah, we've got a nice big breakfast coming up, so yeah, onwards we go. And look, I mean, training's been really, really hard. The swimming and the cycling. I've ordered a saddle for my bike, because at the moment I'm getting massive perineum pressure through my bike as I move into the aerial position. So it's something I'm really trying to sort out currently, so that's on order. I hope it arrives really soon. The calf is okay. I've been running up and down some hills near me to build some strength into that soleus, and that's going quite well, so I'm happy with that part of the training so far. But yeah, it's definitely a process, and now we're 2.5 weeks out from the Ironman. I just have to relax as much as possible, enjoy the training as much as possible, and even though it's peak week, not like overdo it mentally. I've got to be enjoying this process as much as possible. So yeah, anyhow, we're going to finish this run, and I'll catch you when we're back. So we are at Byron Bay. We're at the pass at the beach, and we're going to basically be taking on our first proper 1,900 meter open water swim time trial. We have the wetsuit in the back that's ready to go, so we're going to get that on, and yeah, we're going to get this done. I'm a little nervous. I've done 2 practice sessions in the ocean. I've done one 1,000 meter session, and then I've done some practice sessions running in and coming out of the water. So yeah, today's just about relaxing and just getting through the session and being very calm about it. So yeah, we're gonna get the wetsuit on, head down to the beach, and it's a really beautiful day, so I need to go out there and just enjoy this as best I can.
Bye.
Oh man.
Well done, honey.
1,940 meters, 1.94k, very slow, 51 minutes, 2:42. It was nice going down the coast, nice current. Coming back up was really, really slow. That was really hard, but it's done and I don't care. Okay. I'll tell you about that one later on. I can't really speak.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. Workout done. Time for coffee. Catch you in a bit. Hey, I'm pretty stoked with that one. That was 1.97k. Average heart rate was good. I'm still not sure about the average pace. I feel like I might have been that slow. I don't know how well distance is picked up on my Apple Watch, to be honest. Like I started off really slowly. 247s, 250s, threes. Come on, focus. Threes, and then some slow turnaround times. But then on the way back, I was swimming into a current. I had to put a lot more effort in, and we brought those times down quite nicely. So yeah, just it was my swimming route in the bay. Not exactly a straight line. Oh, actually, I'm going to pop it on the screen for you guys as well next to me so you can see. But it's kind of cool to see my route. Anyhow, yeah, I'm really happy with that one. I've been worrying about that one for a while, so to get that workout done and get it done so well, I'm really happy with. So that was awesome. Yeah, I feel like I could easily get on a bike, like a carb up. I could have some carbs and settle into a 90k cycle. I feel good physically, legs feel good. So I'm really pleased with that workout. Now it's time for coffee. Going to work on some new socks we're launching for Apex, which is going to be really exciting. And then we carb up and prepare for the big workout tomorrow, which is a 90k cycle and a 15k run off that bike, which would be, again, the hardest, longest session I've ever done. But I'm really hoping my new bike seat arrives in time, because my poor perineum's getting battered at the moment with these long cycles. So anyhow, another really good workout. I'll update the peak week schedule. I'll show you guys in full back in the garage, back at HQ, and update you properly on how things are going. But yeah, we're just getting through. Like, today was a huge mental grind just to get in the water, get it done, stay really calm. And I did. I managed to stay calm and managed to manage my breathing, and I managed my mental state just to relax and stay calm and yeah, and go with that workout. So yeah, today was a huge boost for me, and I'm really happy with that one. So yeah, now time for a well-earned coffee. Catch ya. So we're going to set up the bike. As you can see, we're on the indoor trainer at the moment. I've been working on the aero bars for the last week or so, but there are some big changes this bike needs to get it ready for the 70.3 race day, which is now in 2 weeks and 2 days. So really not very long now. As you can see, I've been using the original road bike saddle, which frankly is really, really uncomfortable. As I've got more into the aero position and working in this position, I've been hammering my perineum, and it's really uncomfortable. So we have two options. We have a split nose, or it's a split middle saddle based on the Bontrager Aeolus, I think this is thing. So it's a nice softer front, almost a split nose saddle. One option. And the second option is your classic tri saddle. This is an ISM, I think it's just a PS1, 1.1, proper split nose, nice and soft at the front. So I'm going to give those two a test to begin with. Then we have our friendly neighborhood bento box, which is going to strap right on the front there, to get that strapped in, which is going to be awesome. And then we have the water bottle. So my thinking for the water bottle is that I saw there was the Profile Design FC35, which kind of sits at the front, but I had not enough room with my bars there. So we're going to slot this thing in. So the $20 buy off the internet, that's just going to sit right in there, and hopefully give me enough room for a rear bottle as it sits in there. I will affix the tube as well in place. So yeah, some important changes to the bike, mainly for comfort, food storage, and then yeah, getting liquid storage as well at the same time. So yeah, I'm going to settle in and get the bike ready for a 90k bike ride tomorrow, and then a 15k run after that. It's our largest session of the whole training block tomorrow, so this is where it matters. So let's get the bike ready. So about 3 hours later, we have new saddle, a bento box, water bottle with the tube wrapped around the stem and held underneath the bars. Drink, put away. Drink, put away. I'm happy enough with it. I can get a bunch of snacks in here I'm going to take with me. I need to test out the water tomorrow. The seat, I've got another seat that I'm going to test that I showed you. This one, I'm going to actually put it on now and get a test. This might be too narrow. Otherwise, yeah, that's going to be the bike setup for the 90k test tomorrow. I'll be filming that one and I'll show you how it goes then. For now, it's time to carb load and rest. Catch ya. So here's the nutrition for our big brick session. We have these two combined is 120 grams of carbs, a bunch of magnesium, potassium, a little bit of sodium. In those two, those are the main liquid carbs for our bike ride. In here is water and then 3 precision hydration tablets. That is 2,250 milligrams of sodium in this one. Each of these little bars are 20 grams of carbs each. Another 20 grams in the banana, 100 grams in the gummy snakes. I'll probably be taking on maybe kind of 50 or 60 grams from the snakes. This is all for the bike. So I'm loading up most of my carbs and my sodium on the 3 and a bit hour bike ride. And then the gel here, this is 4 Morton 100 gels. Just put into a little gel carry case because I really don't like eating them out of the metallic packets. So this is going to be 80 grams of carbs for the run to take throughout our 15k run. And that is the nutrition for the next 4 hours and 45 minutes. So we have in total 120, 40, 60, 80, 200, 280, give or take 350 grams of carbs at a minimum. And then between these two, we have, again, probably about 3,000 milligrams of sodium. Then I have another bottle in the fridge for the one later, which is another 1,500 milligrams of sodium across the board. So it's about 350, 400 grams of carbs and about 3,000 to 4,500 milligrams of sodium for this workout. Let's begin. Morning. It is, I actually don't have a fucking clue. It is August 28th, 29th. No, it is August 30th. And today we have the bike set up. We have a 90k bike ride into a 15k run. So our largest ever brick session, our largest ever session, our biggest session of the whole 70.3 training block. And I'm pretty excited. I'm excited to see where my body's at, where my mind's at, and just settle into this session. It's going to be really exciting. I need to relax. I need to take it easy. Obviously need to just kind of work on my watts and my pace and just carb up properly and hydrate properly and really concentrate as I go through the ride, not to overdo this. But yeah, we're gonna give this session a really good go and try and enjoy it as best as possible, because I think that makes a massive difference to these long sessions. So the 90k ride will take me probably give or take, I don't know, 3 hours and 15 minutes. I'm not looking to kill myself on the bike. I'm just looking to maintain 28 k's an hour, 27 k's an hour, 26 k's an hour, and just kind of go through the process of like treating it like a proper workout, and then into the 15k run, which again is just about, I'll probably start at 6-minute kilometers, bring it down to 5:30 minute per kilometer, and just roll through that part of the session as well. Today it's just a pure confidence play. It's about just knowing I can do the distance on the bike, I can get off the bike and do some running. I'm not going to fall apart. So yeah, I won't be filming that much of it. I will probably kind of stop and say hello to you guys a few times on the way through to mimic like bathroom breaks or an aid station pickup. But everything is actually on the bike. The fan is set up. I can't see what I'm showing you because the camera's way down here. But yeah, so the bike's set up. Everything's ready to go. And yeah, let's see how this workout turns out. So, hope the fan's not in the way too much. We are 43 kilometers in. And that's about an hour. That's 1 hour and 30 minutes exactly, 43k. So we're doing fine. We're about 20, it says 28.5, 29 kilometers an hour, 140 watts, just kind of cruising through. So now I'm just going to settle in for this middle period. It's always the hardest, the middle period, going from like kilometer 40 up to 65, 70, 80, and the last 10, it's about just controlling cadence and just getting ready mentally for the run. So let's crack on. Okay, that is done. Now I'm just going to get myself ready for the 15k run, sun cream, get changed, and then off we go. 4 hours and 45 minutes later, we are done. Oh man, I'm sweating buckets. Okay, that was an hour and 20 minute run. It was 14k in an hour and 20 minutes. I don't know what that is, minutes per k, 5:30 or something. Not fast. Yeah, the legs felt good for that run. They felt solid. That's the first time I haven't had any cramp / tightness in the quads for the first like 4k segment of a long brick run. I definitely said my calves are feeling tight when I got to 13, 14. But I think when I get into the event in 2 weekends' time, adrenaline will kick in and I'll just drag my ass over the line, I think. So, yeah, a really great workout. The 90k cycle was 3 hours and 17 minutes. Again, not fast. I held about 28 kilometers an hour, or just under that, which for me is really solid. I'm new to biking and new to muscular endurance through the legs, like in that kind of long format. So, yeah, just a solid workout. And I'm so kind of pleased after yesterday's long swim, today's long brick. The last month has been really hard since like finishing rehab and just trusting I have to get every session right up to this point. And I've done that and succeeded. So yeah, a really good workout. The only downside is I went to the bathroom about 6 times, 4 times on the bike, 4 times on the bike, 1 time in the transition between bike and run, then 1 time out on the run. I have yet to solve that problem. It's just a carb uptake issue. I think my stomach just can't handle it. I actually don't mind because I feel great afterwards. So yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with that, I think, come race day. But yeah, a really good workout, good heart rate, good cadence on the run. And yeah, I think for peak week, it's gone really, really well. I managed to document as much as I can for you guys, even though mentally I'm not all there. I'm just kind of keep it together. So yeah, now I need to shower and rest and refuel and get this video edited as soon as possible for you guys. And I might even attach on at the end of this, like a training schedule review for this Ironman 70.3 up to this point, just to give you an idea of where we're at physically and how we're looking, basically going into an intense taper, we'll call it, an intense taper next week and then into the week after for the event. So I'll catch you.